Welcome to your daily dose of astrological insight and inspiration for Thursday, the 26th of September 2024. I'm intuitive evolutionary astrologer and psychic tarot reader Crystal, the crystalline priestess. Now without further ado, let's get into the energy of the day. So my loves, happy Thursday. The week is almost nigh. We're feeling it. I know that we are really feeling it. This is a day, again, of processing. So we're coming off that really strong opposition yesterday between Mercury and Neptune. We still have Mercury in that opposition with Neptune. Mercury is now at 29 degrees. He will be moving into Libra by the end of the day into the night. So we are still dealing with this really foggy, really messy sort of energy, and it's feeling like brain fog is really something that we're going to be experiencing at the start of this week. And by Thursday, I feel as though we really are still dealing with that, but it's going to start getting a little bit easier and a little bit better once Mercury moves out of Virgo and moves into Libra and starts to get closer to the sun and get closer to the eclipse that we are having next week, which is really going to be a profound moment once again for what I believe is a deep inner opportunity to really set a new standard for ourselves and to really set these goals in our own lives that feel as though they're really aligned for the first time in our lives in a way that's 100% geared towards us really making the most of what we've come to be and who we've come to be and what we've come to do on this planet. I've spoken to this so much over the past few weeks, but Pluto being in Capricorn and Pluto being here this week and the moon being in Cancer today. We had the moon move into Cancer yesterday. So we're having our last oppositions with the moon, with that Pluto and Capricorn. It's the end of a 16-year cycle. For the past 16 years, every time the moon moves into Cancer, it's moving into that opposition with Pluto in Capricorn. So we really are dealing with this emotional cleansing moment, with this emotional transformation and this emotional healing portal of time that is asking for us to really delve into the parts of ourselves I've said it a million times, but the parts of ourselves that we've been denying access, that we've been denying, hearing is the word I'm literally picking up. I'm sorry that I just lost track them, guys. I'm not even going to bother explaining it. But the emotional thing is really massive. This whole week. But really today feels like we have the Exorcist coming out. Freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. The shadow attribute is a fear of facing your own demons. And that's kind of what I was trying to say, was with this Pluto, the moon coming into her last oppositions with Pluto and Cancer. With Pluto and Capricorn. It's the opposition between Cancer and Capricorn. This is having to face our emotional demons. This is us having to face our emotional... I'm hearing the word disturbance. I feel like at the moment we're feeling maybe a little bit emotionally disturbed. With this child nature coming out, it's feeling like we're needing to process some of the difficulty of what it is that we're going through at the moment through nature. We do have, that beautiful grand trine with Mercury, Uranus in Taurus, and Pluto in Capricorn on Thursday today. So there is still this really beautiful, blessed opportunity and energy coming in. It's really asking for us, it's a grand earth trine. So of course the nature child is out here because it's about friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Shadow attribute is a tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So it's about just no longer abusing yourself, no longer abusing your environment, abusing the I'm hearing abusing the body, like abusing our bodies. I feel as though this is a moment in time where we have to completely surrender to the fact that something has to change, something has to give, something has to go. You know, we've had the moon that's made its conjunction with Mars, and now we are having, at the same time, we just had that lovely trine over there with Saturn. So we are having this wake-up call moment, and at the same time as the moon's made these lovely aspects, it's also made all these squares over to the sun and the south node and Lilith. So we are still feeling this really uncomfortable, things don't look right, things don't feel right, things don't feel balanced. It just feels really unbalanced, if I'm perfectly honest. And you know, I spoke to this in the beginning of our the week, and I spoke to it in Astro Tea Weekly, but towards the end of the week with that Saturn-Mars connection, it feels like we are able to get a little bit of our footing with this energy, but the build up to that and the build up to getting, I think, a little bit of clarity and balance at the moment, and getting a little bit of our foot in the door in regards to getting just closer to where it is that we're trying to go at the moment. It's feeling like it's a fog and it's a difficult energy to attain. It feels like everything's difficult to attain at the moment. The scribe is coming out that says preserving knowledge and information. And the shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So this is about having to really be factual. This is about having to look at the facts. Thursday is about looking to the reality, how things really are. We have the athlete coming out as well. So it is about transcending our limits. Light attributes of the athlete is dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and a strength of spirit. The shadow attributes is misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, and a false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. So this is really us having to be factual and be honest with ourselves and where we're at physically, especially because we have that Mars connection with Saturn this week in Pisces. It's a week and it's a day today that's asking us, or we're moving into a weekend, and we're at a day today that's asking us to really take stock and to pay attention to just the physical work that we're doing, the physical energy that we have, you know, adrenal fatigue, just feeling overworked and underpaid, you know, in the sense that we haven't been giving ourselves what we need. We've been trying to push things to the point of exhaustion. I feel like a lot of us are going to find that we actually are sort of exhausted at this point, emotionally exhausted, spiritually exhausted. This is a time in life that's asking for us to really care about the overall trajectory of our life, the path that we're on, the vision, the future goal. We have Pluto on the cusp once again, Aquarius. You know, this Pluto energy is so potent, we can't ignore it. We're in a cardinal season, you know, we've just had the spring equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere, and we've had the autumn equinox if you're in the northern hemisphere. So having the sun in a cardinal sign means that we have the sun who's going to move into a square with Pluto at the end of this season, which will actually be the sun's last square with Pluto between Libra and Capricorn ever. So this is, we're closing out so much over this chapter of our lives, and so I feel like there is this stoicism in the sense that we're needing to take a stoic look on things and not get emotionally involved in so much. I think at the moment we're needing to almost have, with this scribe I'm getting, and the exorcist I'm getting, like, you know, writing down our demons, writing down these things that have been plaguing us for a long time, writing down our triggers, writing down the way we feel, journaling things out, letting ourselves actually let it out, you know. I feel as though that's how we're going to help ourselves to transcend these difficulties, is by actually allowing ourselves to write out our limitations. You know, we can't transcend our limitations if we're not aware of what our limitations are. So we have to start to pay attention to these. And with nature child coming out, the best way we can exercise some of these demons and some of this difficulty, it's outside. It's being outside. It's getting in nature. It's allowing yourself to be in moments of, you know, natural reciprocity for reciprocity. I'm hearing like the part of a song I've been listening to lately. How does it go? It's a Narco Bear song, and it's like, we're on time, and I think it goes, nature has her signs and her clear affirmations, we're on time. So that's the thing. I think it's about getting outside and getting into nature, because I think nature's going to actually... This is a very spiritual, like I've spoken to. We have a lot of spiritual energy still going on, especially with a grand trine with Mercury there in an opposition with Neptune at the same time. Queen of Cups coming out again with the Seven of Wands, with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So it's feeling once again very auspicious, because the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups, it feels as though we've been battling our emotions. We've been in an emotional fight with ourselves for a long time, and it feels as though this is a day where we have to let our emotions out. Don't fight them, allow them to actually express themselves, because your emotions have messages for you. They have gifts for you. They're not something to be afraid of. They're not something to hide from. They're not something to, condemn and to look at as being gross or, failures because you're feeling them. Emotions are teachers. They are here to help you turn the wheel. We have Judgment coming out underneath that. So don't judge yourself for your emotions. Listen to them. Understand what they're trying to teach you. If you don't understand them, if you don't give them the opportunity to listen to them, they're just going to keep coming back. They're just going to keep coming back in different ways for you to pay attention to them. They're going to come back in harsher ways. So it is about listening to your body. It's about listening to what it is that you have been avoiding for a long time. This feels like a day where it's like, we need to hear the call. We need to answer the call. Venus is now in Scorpio. So, we have the sun in the sign ruled by Venus, and Venus is in her detriment in Scorpio. And so we're needing to pay attention to our values and to pay attention to whether we're just doing something because we feel as though we're envious for somebody else that's got that. This is about judging things in the sense that you truly actually connect with that lifestyle, or you connect with that thing or that job or that relationship or that way of being, whatever it's going to look like. You really connect with that, and you want to be that, or you want to bring that into your life as a result of deep love, and not as a result of needing to look a certain way or have a certain level of achievement with that Pluto and Capricorn. It's about not looking this amazing, painting this amazing picture of yourself. It's about actually being yourself and allowing yourself to be yourself in these moments. That sounds like silly advice, but it's not, because how much do we struggle with actually being ourselves? How much, especially in relationships and partnerships and with people close to us, do we actually struggle to express the our inner workings of our inner selves? It's difficult. So my loves, let's get one more tarot card. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So we're still not getting all the answers today. We're still needing to give ourselves rest and respite, and to listen. When the mind starts getting overwhelmed today, give yourself a break, and don't expect yourself to have everything, like I keep saying all week, is to have everything worked out. Because with the Ace of Swords in reverse, yeah, we might have the ideas coming in, but we don't have the wherewithal to take action on them yet. There's still a heaviness with that Ten of Wands. There is still some energy, some thick fog that we need to clear through and work through at the moment. Uncertainty, we're not going to have all the answers all at once, and I keep saying that because we really need to just remember that we're in a period of time where we don't know, and that not knowing is excruciating, but it's also an opportunity from God to test you in understanding whether you actually do have the strength and the resilience to not allow yourself to get carried away emotionally, and to keep a level of resilience and emotional awareness together, so that you can move forward in a more balanced, harmonious way, and that you can move forward in a way that feels like it's bringing harmony into your life, and it's bringing opportunities that don't rely on you exhausting yourself physically and emotionally and spiritually. It's about creating a life now that feels like not entirely balanced, because I don't think that's possible, but a life where you are able to connect with a dream, to connect with your dream, and to not feel like you're bound to this reality and bound to this like this routine and this structure of having to show up in some specific area and this specific way. I think it's about letting ourselves take a little bit of a break sometimes, and to let ourselves go for it's feeling like, you know, a little bit of a quest. Go on a quest, go on a spirit, what do they call it, a vision quest. You know, this is a day that feels like a little bit of a vision quest, and a vision quest is about going on the journey. It's not about integrating all the answers all at once. It's about, you know, going on that receivership journey. So being open to the messages from spirit, very much so, coming in today. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to leave this reading there. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Do give this video a like if you resonated, because it really helps to spread these readings to more astro nerds like you and me. Do let me know in the comments if you feel like sharing what's going on with you, how you're feeling, any feedback, any ideas, future videos, recommendations, all that sort of stuff. I'm open to hearing it all. If you'd like to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, if you'd like to know how these transits are currently affecting you, do check out my link tree down below, my loves. My website is going to be down for a while, so we're just going to be sticking with the link tree for now. Make sure you check out your channeled song. I'd like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you and I in all moments, for allowing me to receive and to deliver this message for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you for being here with me. Lots and lots of love, and I will see you in Friday's horoscope. Peace out.